Putin, Trump hold phone call.
Japan updates contingency plan for Megaquake response.
General Secretary to land, the new system should be close to, serving, and for the people.
Hello, welcome to today's news by Nghệ An Press and Broadcasting Agency. Now let's get started. The Kremlin recently released the contents of a phone conversation between the Russian President Vladimir Putin and the U.S. President Donald Trump, held on July 3rd and lasting nearly an hour.
In a nearly hour-long phone call on July 3rd, U.S. President Donald Trump urged a swift end to the war in Ukraine, while Russian President Vladimir Putin reiterated Moscow's willingness to continue negotiations, emphasizing the need to address the root causes of the conflict. Putin stressed the importance of resolving the Iran issue exclusively through diplomatic means. The two leaders also held in-depth discussions on Iran and the broader Middle East. According to Russian presidential aide Yuri Yushakov, the conversation reflected a degree of mutual understanding between the two presidents. However, speaking to the press later that day, President Trump expressed dissatisfaction, saying the call yielded no concrete progress toward ending the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
The Japanese government announced that efforts are underway to prepare for the possible Megaquake, with projections warning the death toll could reach up to 300,000.
In January, a government panel in Japan estimated a 75% to 82% chance of a megaquake striking the Nankai Trough off the country's Pacific coast within the next 30 years. By March, projections suggested such a quake, accompanied by a massive tsunami, could kill up to 298,000 people and cause economic losses of up to $2 trillion. To boost preparedness, authorities have recommended accelerating the construction of seawalls, evacuation towers, and holding more frequent disaster drills. Geologists note the Nankai Trough, an 800-kilometer-long undersea trench, has a history of producing massive quakes every 100 to 200 years. The last occurred in 1946.
This morning, July 4th, at a Politburo and the Secretariat meeting reviewing the first week of implementing the two-level local government model, the General Secretary TwoLevel emphasized that the new system must operate according to the criteria of being close to, serving, and for the people.
General Secretary TwoLevel assessed that the streamlined restructuring and rollout of the two-level local government model have basically operated smoothly, receiving active support and approval from the people. He requested a prompt review of assigned tasks and the allocation of civil servants and officials in communes, wards, and special zones where specialized staff are lacking, ensuring timely support for localities. Additionally, he called for strengthened inspections and monitoring to promptly resolve difficulties faced by communes, wards, and special zones during the new system's operation, strictly following the principles of being close to, serving, and for the people. Relevant agencies were tasked with continuing to review and amend regulations on salary policies and responsibility, allowances for civil servants and officials. They should proactively propose sustainable solutions to ensure smooth operation and meet the set requirements.
Upcoming are some updated news.
The Vietnamese government has officially directed ministries, agencies, and local authorities to urgently complete land clearance and other essential preparations to ensure construction of the North-South high-speed railway begins by December 2026. Spanning 1.541 kilometers, the railway will run from Ngoc Hoi Station in Hanoi to Tu Thiem Station in Ho Chi Minh City, passing through 20 provinces, including Nghệ An, with a projected investment of around $67 billion. The project is regarded as a national transport lifeline, linking North and South Vietnam, and is expected to play a key role in boosting the country's socio-economic development.
According to the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting, a tropical low has formed east-northeast of Ludong Island, Philippines. Over the next 24 hours, it is expected to move slowly west-northwest and may intensify into a tropical depression. In response, Nghệ An's Standing Office for Disaster Prevention and Search and Rescue has urged local disaster control committees, relevant agencies, and coastal communities to closely monitor forecasts and warnings. They are advised to promptly inform ship captains and vessel owners operating at sea to take precautionary measures, adjust production plans, and ensure safety of people and property. Communication channels must be maintained to quickly respond to any emergencies.
On the afternoon of July 3, 2025, Tran Van Nia, a 35-year-old farmer from Chusei Commune, Gia Lai Province, used an agricultural drone to rescue 2 children trapped in floodwaters near Ben Mong Bridge. Ia Tul Commune. Nia's brave and creative action earned admiration from the online community and local authorities. The children's health is now stable. Ia Tul Commune officials are considering recommending Nia for an award in recognition of his timely and effective response in this emergency situation.
Starting from the 2025-2026 school year, preschool children and students in public schools nationwide will officially be exempt from tuition fees when attending the public institutions. This marks a significant step forward in ensuring the equal and comprehensive access to education for all citizens. More in this story.
Mr. Pham Duc Min's family, living in Nam Dan Commune, Nghệ An Province, has 4 children of school age. In previous years, when his children were on summer break, it was also the time he had to struggle and scramble to gather enough money for the start of the new school year. Therefore, upon hearing the news that his children would soon be fully exempted from tuition fees, he could not hide his relief.
In previous years, the summer break was a stressful time as I scrambled to cover school fees. Now, with the tuition exemption policy, my family's burden is lifted, and my children have better learning opportunities. This policy is very humane and fosters fairness for learners, offering substantial support.
Importantly, the policy extends beyond public schools. Students attending private institutions will also receive tuition support, helping bridge educational gaps between regions. Many disadvantaged students here strive to succeed. This financial support offers them a much-needed chance for better education. Nationwide, approximately 23.2 million students are enrolled, with 21.5 million in public schools and 1.7 million in private ones. The government plans to allocate around 30.6 trillion Vietnamese dongs to implement the tuition exemption in its first year. Additionally, the National Assembly recently approved universal preschool education for children aged 3 to 5 by 2030, including fee support for private kindergartens. I'm grateful for the tuition reduction policy, which eases my family's burden as I have 2 children in private preschool. I hope the government continues to support all students to have better access to education. Tuition-free education is not just immediate financial relief, it is a humane, practical policy with long-term strategic significance, reflecting the party and state's firm commitment to investing in education for the country's sustainable future.
The last story to end our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.